Welcome to Smart Stock Watch, your go-to channel for in-depth financial analysis. Today is October 29th, 2025, and we're diving into the Q3 2025 earnings report of MercadoLibre, Latin America's leading e-commerce and fintech company. Joining us is John, senior analyst from Smart Stock Watch. John, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. MercadoLibre has been a fascinating company to follow, especially with its significant presence in the e-commerce and fintech sectors across Latin America.
Revenue and profitability overview. Let's start with the top line. MercadoLibre reported net revenues of $7.4 billion for Q3 2025, marking a 39% year-over-year increase. John, what are the key drivers behind this impressive growth?
The growth is primarily driven by strong performance in both their e-commerce and fintech segments. The company has effectively leveraged its logistics network and payment solutions to capture market share, particularly in Brazil and Mexico. Additionally, their income from operations grew by 30% to $724 million, showcasing their ability to scale efficiently.
And what about their profitability?
Net income for the quarter was $421 million, with a net margin of 5.7%. This reflects their strategic investments in technology and marketing, which are paying off in terms of both revenue growth and operational efficiency.
EPS performance and analyst expectations. Now let's talk about earnings per share. MercadoLibre reported an adjusted EPS of $8.32, which fell short of the forecasted $9.43 by analysts. John, what does this mean for the company?
This EPS miss, despite strong revenue growth, suggests that the company is still navigating through cost pressures, particularly in logistics and marketing. While the miss might concern some investors, it's important to consider the broader context of their strategic investments aimed at long-term growth.
So should investors be worried about this EPS miss?
Not necessarily. The company's fundamentals remain strong, and their focus on expanding their fintech offerings and improving logistics efficiency is likely to drive future profitability. However, it's crucial for investors to keep an eye on how these investments translate into earnings in the coming quarters.
Operational efficiencies and future outlook. John, let's delve into MercadoLibre's operational efficiencies and future outlook. How is their logistics network performing?
MercadoLibre's logistics network is a key strength, with 95% of items sold being shipped through their system. This efficiency is crucial for maintaining their competitive edge in the e-commerce space. Additionally, their adjusted free cash flow of $206 million indicates strong liquidity, even as they invest heavily in growth.
What about their strategic investments?
The company invested $1.73 billion in strategic initiatives, focusing on expanding their fintech solutions and enhancing their logistics capabilities. These investments are expected to drive long-term growth, positioning MercadoLibre as a dominant player in Latin America's digital economy.
CEO/CFO statements and strategic initiatives. Unfortunately, we don't have specific statements from the CEO or CFO in this report. However, John, can you elaborate on MercadoLibre's strategic focus and market position?
Absolutely. MercadoLibre continues to focus on strengthening its e-commerce and fintech platforms. Their strategic initiatives are aimed at enhancing user experience and expanding their market reach. The company's ability to integrate these services effectively has solidified its position as a leader in the Latin American market.
And how does this impact their competitive landscape?
By continuously innovating and investing in technology, MercadoLibre is not only maintaining its market leadership, but also setting new benchmarks for competitors. Their comprehensive approach to digital commerce and financial services is a significant competitive advantage.